Hey, what's up, friends? Joshua here, and I gotta get a little airflow in here. Let's see. Start to warm up in Vegas. So today I want to talk about masculine energy. So what's the title of this video? I'm thinking of the title right now as I'm making the video. So masculine men versus masculine women. Because and the reason I'm speaking so passionate on this is because I saw this in action twice, right? I've been up against a woman in her masculine self. I went out last night, so let me give you a backdrop. A backdrop is a little behind understanding to help you get the future forward picture. So I'm going to give you a little backdrop of what I'm talking about, and that way hopefully you can paint a view and illustration on how to apply some of this to your life. So like I work at Aaron's furniture store, right? So, you know, and I'm in Las Vegas, so there's a lot of women who are in their masculine energy here. There's a lot of transgenderism here. There's a lot of non-conservative ways here. So, you know, and I'm face to face with that because I just found my masculinity and I'm keeping it, right? So what's going to happen when you find yourself? You're going to be challenged, right? And so we're in a generation where men are standing behind their women and they're letting the women, you know, talk, and the men are like this. And me, I don't operate that way. And never again. So what happened is you're seeing this, right? And I'm trying to coach against that, right? So I don't believe in that. And so when you have these masculine women come in, they're going to tell you you're too firm. You're too bold. Do you know why they're saying that, though? Because they know your masculine energy is a threat. So when they come up to you and they're like, you need to tone it down, it's because they can't out-masculine us. Because God wired me as a man. This is man. Whatever you women say about this is a man. And another man who's a man, he's a man too. And what you got is a woman. See what I'm saying? So that's what you got to realize. So this woman comes up and she's talking about it. I can read between the lines, right? And she's just like, and at first I was like, am I being too firm? But no, it's just these women want their masculinity stronger than you. So they're going to say, you're too firm. And then their men are behind them going, I kind of like that. He's a man, but I can't say nothing. So I read that too. And then it's kind of like very sad. And then, so, you know, you have to stand up. And then it bothers them when it doesn't bother you. Because you're just like, okay, I like my firmness. I like my masculine. You're just mad because you can't get a true men masculinity in you because you're a woman, right? That's how you were wired, dude. Take it up with the man upstairs, right? So there's one example. And then so this is what led into the other one. So I'm at work, right? And somebody invites me to this Facebook. It's one of those dating things where somebody gets a group together on Facebook and they're all, let's meet at Ellis Island. A bunch of strangers, and we're just gonna karaoke, right? And I'm like, all right. So I just went. At first, I was like, I'm gonna go, but I wasn't sure if I was gonna go. But then, as every day was getting closer, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go. Whatever. You know, I don't have dominoes anymore. I'm feeling so good since that door's closed, dude. Mental energy is just, you know, and growth mode. So like, I thought I'm gonna go, you know, and. So I went last night and I was wearing my suit. It was right after work, so I was looking good, you know, confident. I had my suit on, blue tie. And, you know, of course, I met a few women in there and a meeting. So I'm just going to speak on it because, like, I'm in the arena. So I'm going to use every part of my life to be able to teach, you know, because I want to teach other men, like, if I can do it, you can do it, bro. Like, you trust me. If I can do it, you can do it. And so I go out, right? And then I'm talking to these women. I introduce myself. You know, I met a guy, and then there's two women. We got a table, and then we ended up getting on another table. We ended up being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 9 of us, right? And I sang a couple songs because the waiting list was a long time. Jake Owens, homemade. Yeah, check out the lyrics; they're funny. And then Chicken Fried because they didn't have any of the songs I wanted to sing, and so that was kind of a bummer. But so I made a rule, so I'm going to say this, my standards kind of suck. So when I went in there, I was like, all right, I'm making a rule. I've actually passed my rule, but it failed a different way. I was like, I'm only going to get 2 beers and a drink because, you know, that's all I wanted to do. So I did. Once I said that, I was all, cash out my card, water, But then this woman I met, she was I had one woman who was she's an older woman. She was kind of cool, me and the older women, and they pressed my buttons. And then there was this other lady there, very loud. I don't know why she was up in her masculine, and I didn't like that at all. I wasn't turned on to it at all. And but it was weird because she was on to me all night, but I wasn't on to her. See what I'm saying? And she bought me a few drinks, and then those two women ended up buying all my drinks all night. So I ended up drinking too much. So if I could take a thing from this is my standards, I would just keep to my 3-drink rule, when I go out like that, but I'm not being too hard on myself because I'm human. So, I got grace, so I'm going to use it, right? And grace is something you don't deserve. So like, I need that stuff, and yeah. So like, and I noticed this woman, she's like, you need to untie your tie. It'll look better like this. The one that was like really, she felt like she had something to prove all night. And I was being silent. I was just like, and then she said something, and, I threw some Solomon wisdom on her, and it was just awesome, seeing that go down because, she was attracted to my masculine energy at the same time as saying she wasn't. And I was watching it, so it was like a science class for me. It was kind of cool, and you just don't understand, men out there, of who I used to be. I used to never be able to go in a place and do that because I was really insecure inside. This is the first time that I've been a man, masculine driven on the out and inside in my whole life. See, before it was all a front. It was all, what's a front? Something that you're just fronting. Now it's a front no more, and it's actually pulsating, and I'm getting to see the effects of it. So that's why I want to encourage you men. If I can do it, you can do it. And if you are passive, gullible, lost your mojo, dude, hit me up, 217-358-5888. You can send me an email. I would love to do a Zoom call with you and hear your story out. Sometimes you got to, like I just said, it was a front, right? Sometimes you got to say, I've been faking confidence. I've been faking high self-esteem. I've been faking that I can go out there and press button. Like, that's the first step to overcoming, dude, is admitting you don't got it. Admitting you ain't got it. I admitted I ain't got it. I didn't have it. And now I'm not really gloating in it. I'm walking in my confidence and my masculinity that God gave me. But I'm observing now, and it's like, wow. So like I'm not harping on that loudmouth woman from last night. I'm just seeing the results of my masculine energy on her. See what I'm saying? And another step is you got to know how to switch it up. Like I left. I was the first one to leave because when you're drunk, I'm just gonna be real. Breath out. So this woman and I, we kissed because we were drunk, and then I kissed her, and but then after that, I was like, I don't want meaningless sex. I don't want this meaningless drunk stuff, dude. And so I made a decision to leave. I was like, I just told him out of nowhere. I just went, all right, ladies, I'm out. And that's strategic too. Like when you're that man who's like, yeah, you're banging, we're drunk, but I can go without this, and you leave, that's when you're like, you're leaving your mark, right? And that's a new area that other men right now go, that was nice, bro. Some men are going, dude, that was smooth. So, and that's okay. That's okay. That's good. We can be smooth too, and I'm glad I did that because anybody could just have got home and said, let me ride home with you and this and that. And then what, what I'm saying? That's not how I roll, and I want to be bigger and better than that. The values I want to pulsate on earth are not meaningless sex and one night stands, because I don't respect a woman who would give it up on the first night, I would end up leaving there and not ever want to talk to you again, pretty much. But so I don't want to do that either. I want to stay true to my values and what I'm looking for, So that was kind of cool. It was nerve-wracking. I got the butterflies in the beginning. I wasn't even gonna have a drink, but then I was nervous when singing the song. So I actually got a couple beers because my nerves, you know, that whole like in front of people. I haven't karaoke in a long time, so like it was it was stage fright. Yeah, but it got awesome, and I was very talkative. I believe there was one moment where like people were like talking about small print and stuff, because the best, and that's funny, these people will attack you while being attracted to you at the same exact time. And that's kind of cool to see. I mean, you got to get to a point where you like that. It's kind of fun. When people attack you and bully you while they're attracted to you, it's freaking uniquely indifferent to anything else on earth, dude, that feeling. But if you can learn to value that, dude, you'll be like, wow, this is such a weird, it's like hot and cold water trying to like be best friends and stuff, you know, like it's just weird, dude. It's like, but that's what it is. But a lot of these women will test you too. They'll test you to see if you're gonna get up all up in your feelings and stuff, you know, because that's a fact too. So you got to be prepared to pass those tests, gentlemen, because if you are coming out of the market and you are known for being passive, known for being gullible, known for being a pushover, what do you think women are going to test you in, especially these loud women? They're going to test you in all those areas to see if you can really walk the walk, to see if you can really talk the talk. And good, they should test you, because they're not going to want the old you, right? They ain't going to want some man who's just like, you say one word and he goes from happy to sad. They ain't gonna want that again. They ain't gonna want that man who's like, they can just say something and you just like be on some little string all the time. No, they're gonna test you. And check it out. When you pass the test at first, they're not gonna know how to handle it, but they're gonna be attracted to you. That's when women come back into their natural form of submission to a man. You know, the beauties of it. I'm not talking about a lot of you are just like, oh, he said the word submit. That's because you a crazy dingbat woman of the new age. I meant the beauty of submission. All you women out there who are natural, like you're attracted to masculinity, how us in our prime will attract you to submit. That's what I'm talking about. To where you're just like, you'll beautifully submit, where you like it. It's like you're drawn to it, you know? And like Ruth was drawn to the feet of Boaz. She went and laid at the feet of Boaz, dude. And then he woke up and said, whoa, you know what I'm saying? Come on, that's a beautifully submitting situation that a lot of modern women would be like, I ain't doing that. I ain't no man in my life. It's because you too masculine. And you ain't going to get a Boaz, girl. If you saying that right now, you ain't ever getting a Boaz. So that's just a fact, you know? And, you know, whatever. So if y'all like this video, please hit the thumbs up and share this video. Hit the bell notification so you get notified. I'm really trying to beef up my YouTube channel and start a coaching business, coaching/fitness business, because I believe fitness is a staple of success. And once you start fitness, then the emotional, the physical, mental and spiritual can come together real quick. And you know what I'm saying? So, and it's amazing how it works. So, you know, if you really want to dive into a system that's cheap, effective, and personal, and when I say personal, it's not getting personal with me. You are going to get personal with yourself. I'm going to get real and personal with what you tell me, and then I'm going to use the God's wisdom he gave me, and I'm going to give you views and illustrations and places you can walk in that's going to elevate you. That's what I can bring to the table that many others cannot. Because I don't do it for green. I don't do it for a six-figure income. That's not my dream. That's not what I'm like. You hear these people, do you want to make a six-figure income? I'm like, you'll never see me ever start a video like that. Because there goes right there. Your passion is in the six-figure income. I believe if I'm passionate about my coaching, my helping, then money will come later, and I'll still won't make a video about it. I still ain't gonna be like, do you want to make because when I hear 50 people saying, do you want to make a I'm like, what do you 50 people do? You know, I haven't heard any passion of, you know, what do you do, bro? If I line all 50 of you up, all you're talking about is six-figure income. You know, it's like, I don't even know what you do. See what I'm saying? That's just where I could separate from the herd there. So But I'm gonna drink my coffee, chill for a minute. I got 15 minutes, but thank you for this video, or thank you for watching this video. Please share it with all your friends. And I'm telling you, wives, if you got husbands who are, if you're a really great woman, great person, great friend, connected to your husband, but he's like grown into that gullible department and is hurting you physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually as a woman, reach out and ask for help, you know, and push him lightly to something like this, you know, do it in a creative way. Like what you can do is you can like mention a Jordan Peterson video. You can mention, but don't do it in an aggressive way, you know, lightly kind of say, hey, have you heard of this guy right here? Check it out. And then maybe you'll watch that video and then pray that a part of that he can apply to himself, because that's what if you're struggling, you need your man to apply something, right? Because he's obviously applying gullible energy and all this other stuff. So reach out. And if you're a man, you know, I'm ready to help you, and you know who you are. You know, I mean, if I can do it, bro, like, come on. They've hit me everywhere I've been hit. You know, they hit me in this zone. They hit me in this zone. They hit me in that zone. They hit me in this zone right here. And guess what? I don't care. And you shouldn't either. And the time when you stop caring is when you start growing. All right? Because that's when your armor gets pretty thick. Talk to you later.